JT, I'm putting my money in drinking water and non-ether and not ether? Question mark. What are your thoughts?
So
Thinking.
okay, I could see what he's
Hmm.
saying. So
Yeah,
I know
like aqua.
Michael Burry talked about how he's investing in water,
Yes,
um, and
aqua pays good dividends as well.
I could see that. I'm not going to say whether or not you should or shouldn't do that. You've done your research and you've made your decision. I like Ethereum. I understand your idea to invest in drinking water. Drinking water, in my opinion, through doing some level of research, it can be kind of a risk
Hmm.
because you know myself, I use a Brita filter at home, and I've gotten off of bottled waters, and I think that's the trend
Hmm.
now is to move towards using a Brita filter or a filtration of some sort. So
Hmm.
you're not going to be buying drinking water from these companies that provide it to you. Uh, but
In
I mean,
bottled version, right?
the bottled version of drinking water.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Now,
following. That's a good
now
point.
it could make sense, and I might have to do more research to understand more about the specific drinking water company that you're speaking about. You know, you can look at the dividend and do a technical analysis, see where the stock or see where the chart is taking you over the past year, the past 5 years, and look and make sure that the dividend is still working out in your favor.
And what
Uh,
would that number be as far as favorable, in your
you would
opinion?
want that to be about 10% per year. Otherwise, you could just invest in the S&P 500 index fund and get that 10% annually. So if
Oh,
you're
you.
not hitting
I
that,
see. I
so if
see.
you're not hitting that with the dividend plus the price
Capital
movement
gains.
per share, then then you might as well just invest in the S&P 500 index fund.
Right, right. It'll be much smarter move than picking it. Makes sense.
Now
Makes
the
sense.
dividend, like you're saying, the qualified dividends are great because you can take advantage of that long-term capital gains tax versus paying uh, your regular income tax or the short-term capital gains tax. So it's something to consider as well whenever you're investing in a stock. That's the great thing about dividend investing is that you can actually take the dividend and you would only be paying that long-term capital gains rate, which is great
Hmm.
if it's a qualified dividend.
Very well. And the following thought David had about investing in ether versus drinking water was freshwater supplies are shrinking and populations are rising. The it is the investment for the long run. It's a good point. That's a very
That's a good
actually
point. That's a very
valid
good
point.
point. Um, I think that it's that's a very fair point. In long term, that could definitely work out, especially as populations continue to rise and we continue to run low on fresh water supplies. So, you know, my recommendation always to my audience is to do your own research and make a decision for yourself. Don't take
Right.
what I say as financial advice. I just give my opinions while I drink a beer. So, so it's just always up to you to do your own research. I like that. I'm gonna continue doing more research into fresh water myself and just into drinking water myself and get an idea as to whether I think that it's a good long-term investment for me.